Hello everyone, welcome to Developers Diary. In the previous tutorial, we have created our very first workflow in Oracle Apex, in which we are sending the manager through the page item. In this tutorial, we are going to create another workflow in which we shall get the manager dynamically. For example, let's log into your Apex workspace. I have two users, admin and Murtaza, and I want to create a relation between them. So for that, I have created a table workflow user, and the user ID is one is Murtaza, and its manager is two, which is admin. Manager ID is two. You can see that admin. So what we want to do when a workflow submit through this Murtaza user, then it will get the manager dynamically and send the workflow to this admin user. So for doing that, let's I have created an application dynamic user. Go to the share component and create a task flow. You can say task definition and name it as dynamic approver. So the type I am going to select is approval type, approval task, because I want to give approve or reject button to the approver. And if I use the action task, then it will execute only a code. So dynamic approver subject, and you can set the priority as per your business requirement, urgent or low. Click create. Now you can create a task detail page by clicking the task detail. After that, I have to provide the participants. Here the potential owner, and it will be the manager name. So I have to create a parameter for this manager name. That's it. Click apply, and now we shall create a workflow. Name it as a dynamic prover workflow. Now create a parameter in it, and it is initiator. Now in the activity, we are going to execute a code to get the approver of this initiator. So we can get by using this script. I shall share the script of table and query as well in the tutorial description. So what we are going to do in this query? First of all, we are getting the manager ID of the initiator, and you can see that the manager ID of the initiator, and after that we shall get the username, which is the admin, and pass it to the manager name. So validate the query, click OK. One thing that we have to provide is a variable that we are using in the query, and name it as manager name and manager. So this way query will set the value of the manager username into this variable. After that, we have to create a human activity, human task create. It task for approval, and choose your dynamic approval task, and you have to provide the item variable manager name that we have created here in the variable. After that, we have to create a connection and set it to end. So that's all. What we are going here, we are passing the initiator to this workflow, and the first activity will get the manager name and set into the manager name variable, and after that the role task will execute, and we are passing the value of this variable into this task. And one thing that we have to create is the workflow owner. So workflow owner is basically the initiator who is initiating the workflow. Click OK, click save. Now go to the application and create two more pages. The first one is workflow console for showing your all the workflows that you have created, and or you can say you are the owner of workflows. So you can say that dashboard, my workflow dashboard, and the form page name is my workflow. We create. Also, we have to create another page, which is unified task list. This page is for approval. So all the tasks in which the potential owner, or you can say the approver, unified task list. On this page, all the pending tasks that required your approval will appear. So one page, another page is initiate workflow. We have submit workflow, static context. Then we have one page item, which is the initiator. And one button for initiating workflow. Submit workflow. Then we go to processing and create a process. And this process will call the workflow. And in the success message, workflow is initiated. Save and run the page. One thing what we have to do is to assign a default value. And user, click save and refresh the page. Now click submit workflow. Workflow is initiated. Go to my task. So your current workflow is not showing in your workflow dashboard because we didn't pass the value of initiator to the workflow. Click save, refresh the page and submit workflow. So you can see that, and you can see that our workflow in active status, and you can see that the activity start and the task for approval is pending and the manager is admin. By this activity, it has set the manager. Now you can see the workflow diagram. So the workflow start, then this activity execute, and it has set the value into the manager variable. Now it's pending at admin side. So you can re-log in with admin user. So under the unified task list, you can see that the workflow is showing here. You can see the detailed manager name, and you can approve it. When you approve, it will vanish from here. So this you can get the approver dynamically. So in your workflow, it is completed, and you can see the workflow diagram as well. So that's all for today. I hope you have learned something useful. See you in the next tutorial where we shall hopefully create a workflow for leave approval or for expense approval. So see you in the next tutorial.